Hi, I'm the BossProblemBuster, founder of the Pay Raise Commando, a senior organizational consultant of 24 years, having worked across cultures, industries, and ranks. I'm also a social psychologist with a master's and a bachelor's degrees, both with honors. My team and I train past over corporate professionals like you to get that pay raise and promotion you're overdue for so that you can finally kill your Monday blues before you sink further and bring your inner joy back, which is the best part of my job and the goal of this channel. Kill your Monday blues and bring your inner joy back. Now, back to the salt mines. The third thing that happens when your office romance ends is you must detangle your Brangelina joint brand to become once again an individual professional rather than one half of an office couple. This is a prerequisite for becoming a real contender, assuming you still want to have a shot at that promotion and or pay raise you so wanted all along. Indeed, you need to undo the damage of the diluting and the blurring of your own personal brand, which occurred in the process of dissolving it into the Brangelina joint brand you had with Shmoopie. This takes time, and the longer you were together, the more so. The number 4 thing that happens when your office romance ends is one of you may need to leave the team, go somewhere else in the department, the floor, the organization as a whole. Why? Because A, everything I've described above might become unbearable, and B, a new image you do not want to have might stick to you through the grapevine if you stay. How so? Well, if you were labeled the villain, i.e. the one who cheated or the one who initiated the breakup, this will chase you wherever you go at this office, and you will have to always start any interaction from a covertly and unspoken negative starting point from which you will have to climb yourself out, to dig yourself out each and every time and prove yourself a non-villain in the eyes of each and every beholder. So you would be spending a lot of mental and emotional and behavioral energy on just digging yourself out from this minus whatever number of feet underground you were relegated to, just to go back to zero, to ground level, and only then would you be able to start off any new interaction at this office. This is especially true if, and here I'm going to say something some of you may not like, but I call it as I see it. So this is especially true if you're a man in an office romance breakup situation, because as of now there is a cultural bias against you, meaning that being a man in a relationship lends itself more easily to being perceived as the villain when a breakup occurs. And in an office romance, all the more so because everybody knows Shmoopie as well, and she's a woman in this case. Just to emphasize the cultural bias and why it is relevant here, culture always seeps into the workplace. Thus, the workplace is a reflection of culture and society as a whole. Thus, the cultural bias is bound to be reflected in the workplace, as indeed it is. If, however, the grapevine has labeled you the victim of the office romance breakup, this is also extremely bad for you if you're a man, because it goes against everything you're supposed to be, all the more so one who is seeking a promotion to a leadership position. In case of men, they want men who take charge, not who are victimized. They won't say it, but they'll think it. What a wimp. If you're a woman, however, the situation is the inverse. A woman does not lend herself easily to being perceived as a villain, even when she deserves to be. Check out Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, allegedly. And if she is perceived as a villain, despite of the tendency to the opposite, then, as for now, she is more likely to be lauded and cheered with a "you go girl," which may actually contribute to her candidacy for a promotion and a pay raise because she is such a badass boss babe, and that's what we're looking for. I don't like any of these terms, but again, I'm just calling it as I see it. I don't care about PC culture, and you should know by now I abhor it. The same inversion applies if you're a woman who has been dumped by her office romance Shmoopie. Thus, the grapevine has labeled you the victim. In such a case, because being a woman lends itself more easily to being perceived as a victim, first and foremost by women themselves, unfortunately, this will not have any negative effect on your brand in terms of your promotion and pay raise chances. It will not detract from it, from your brand. Moreover, it might even win you some points as somebody who needs to be supported and compensated to offset the predicament she has just suffered in the breakup of her office romance by her villain ex-Shmoopie. So, FYI, for your information. By the way, this distortion and bias against men and for women exists in workplaces today regardless of an office romance, but that's a whole other issue. If you'd like the full transcript of this video and all the videos on this channel, see the link in the description. It's on our website, BossProblemBuster.com, because it's too long to paste here, so not a trick to get you there. But if you do hop over, you'll find many practical reads and a forum where you can discreetly and anonymously ask us anything in regards to landing that promotion and pay raise, to which we reply very quickly. So, if you'd like to get a promotion with a pay raise or a pay raise independent of a promotion, kill your Monday blues and bring your inner joy back, then subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so that we can meet again.